Ansary here. 11:11. 11:11 alert. Everybody run and hide. It's 11:11. Oh my God, Clyde Lewis scared me. That's right. It is 11:11 in the year 2023. And I want to be loud and clear. The evil of this world, the darkness of this world, the followers of the black sun of this world, the demons of this world, they are at war with the true solar gnosis, the true knowledge of how we are affected by the sun. That's why when you get online, you find this psychosis of the grand solar minimum. Even if there is data to suggest that our sun is becoming less and less active, according to some studies, we are still affected by the solar flares. They still power me up. They still power up the people of the earth. That's why you see the fighting and the murder in Gaza. It is a sacrifice. 12,000 dead, 13,000 dead, 14,000 dead. This isn't being done for Israel, folks. This is being done for Satan. Same thing with the other side and what Hamas is doing. And Satan sits behind the throne in his kingdom, looking at humanity, laughing as it manipulates humanity through the solar flares, which Satan did not create. God created the sun. But just because the sun gives us life, it also gives life and power to those that oppress us, to those that haunt us, to those entities that hunt us. And so the sun, ladies and gentlemen, is a life force, and it does not belong to you. It does not belong to me. It does not belong to Satan. It belongs to the Almighty Creator. And so when you try to look up information on the sun, you will find yourself in disinformation. You will find yourself in flat earth. You will find yourself dealing with people that are dealing with the black sun. And so there's a major difference between that interpretation of the sun, that use of the solar info, and the true power of the sun, the true power of life for all forms of life. And so we see the symbols of the sun used for good in history. Like before there was the swastika, there was the use of the symbol by the Hindus, by the Buddhists, by the Native Americans, and then we see the inversion. Just like the power of the sun, as it gives life, it is also a time in which the power elite brings war, brings destruction, brings World War III events, World War IV events, if we even make it to that point. It's said that World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones rather than with what we're fighting with today. And so people are really missing out by subscribing to some of these channels. They're scaring the living daylights out of them, like Suspicious Observers and others, that promote fear of this event, that promote lies, that the CIA is holding back what they know about the sun's threat to humanity. Bull effing crap. They are holding back nothing. Nobody is hiding this information about the sun and how vulnerable we are to a major solar event that could eradicate our grid as we know it. But in the event of that, like I said, it could be the very thing that saves us from the robotic takeover apocalypse. And they're not thinking about that. And a lot of people that were cheering on ChatGPT when it came on the scene, oh, ChatGPT is so great. I don't understand why people are so scared of it. You're not concerned with the rise of robotics. You're not concerned with the rise of AI. Yeah, because you and your kind, in truth, have benefited from the algorithms as YouTube promotes white content creators, black content creators, East Indian, i.e. Hindu content creators, and then other content creators are held back, filtered out, while other ethnicities are given priority status. And I've seen this demonstrated time and time again on my own channel when I have on white guests or white content creators. The views go up like that. I put my face on it, my own face on it. Oh, I struggle to get 10 to 15 views. So I understand that I'm not going to spend my whole life on YouTube being victimized by the algorithm. I'm going to think outside the box. I'm going to think outside the algorithm. And I'm conscious enough to not respond to racism with racism, because that's what the devil wants. The devil wants also people to be so psychologically damaged in the head and traumatized in the head from their own bad experiences for wherever the hell they're from, to think that if someone pushes back against hate, that they are hateful themselves. The people of Portland, Oregon are that way. Many of the people in Black Lives Matter are that way. Many of the people in white supremacy and Nazism are that way. And so it isn't until you incarnate into a body like mine, in which you can't see either of your genetics as superior, because you don't see either of your genetics doing anything even remotely close to what you are doing. And so I will say that it's not an accident that I was born during the peak of the solar cycle, when it was 1980, 2 months after the invasion of Afghanistan. I was given life in America, in Portland, Oregon, in late February 1980, several months before Mount St. Helens erupted. And so, while I'm not saying I'm the return of Jesus, I am saying this: I am not a nobody. I was born for a reason, I was given life for a reason, and I'm talking to you for a reason. And I am not going to stop this time until I am dead. I'm going to continue speaking, I'm going to continue writing, but I'm not going to be an idiot and think that I can go around in my own local hometown and be understood. I'm going to be scorned, I'm going to be insulted, I'm going to be slandered, I'm going to be spited, because that's what happens to people like me. That's what happens to many of the people that are the true children of God, children of the Son, that are born in this new dark ages that we are now in. So my advice to you is to not overlook everything that I've told you about the Son, to go back to my Substack to read every single blog that I wrote, and then come back to me and talk about how you understand now, as we approach 2024, as we approach 2025, that you understand that major things are about to go down.
It's over, Johnny. It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!